Hi, I'm Kelly from Kelly J Jewellery, and I made these little earrings for myself. I wanted something just small and lightweight, very shiny. This is rose gold coloured silver plated power wire. Yes, I've had so many people asking about the design, I thought I'd do a little video on it. So today I'm going to be using power wire. This is 0.8mm, which is 20 gauge, and I've got 0.315mm weaving wire, which is 28 gauge, and I've got the power wire, the hematite coloured silver plated. It's quite black looking, wound on my bobbin. These bobbins are Bobeeze by Beadsmith. So to make these earrings you'll need ear wires as well if you want to make your own. I did a short video on those on the beginners basics as part 1 or part 2, I can't remember now. 2 little beads and 2 jumprings. I think my beads are 3mm. Tools, you'll need your favourite pliers, round nose pliers and wire cutters. All my tools are Tronex, and there are links in the description below if you're thinking of buying the tools that I use. Those are affiliate links. And I think that's everything. Let's get started. So of the 0.8mm wire, which is 20 gauge, I've cut 4 lengths at 9 inches, that's 23 centimetres. So we're going to use 2 per earring. And of the 0.315mm, which is the 28 gauge, you're going to need about 400 centimetres. The jump rings I'm using, I've got 8mm outside measurements on these 2 and 5mm outside measurements on these 2. You don't need these exact measurements, just that's what I use, so anything thereabouts. And my little beads are 2mm. You could use 3 if you've got those. I just prefer the little ones on the little earrings, but that's just me. So you can use whatever you like really, but that's what I'll be using today. You're going to start weaving 4 inches from the beginning of your wires. That's 10 centimetres. 3 wraps around the bottom wire. And then 3 wraps around both wires. And that's our repeat. So you need to repeat that 12 times. So I've done 12 repeats of that. Need to cut that tail end. So now take your weave and we're going to bend it. Try and get a nice circular type of shape. So we've got this shape. We're going to take the outer wires, those 2 outer wires, and bend them out the way. And then the 2 middle wires, grab them firmly and give them a twist. That, and then I'm just going to adjust this wire so it sits closer to the top wire. So that's what we've got so far. And when you're making earrings, it's best to do them both at the same time. So we'll cut this weaving wire, grab your other two wires and do the same as you've done here. So jump back to the beginning of the video and I'll meet you back here when you've got two. So I've done two, so up to this point they should both be exactly the same. And it's from this point that one goes one way and one goes the other. So I'm just going to carry on adding coils to this inner wire, this bottom wire. And we need to add coils until it reaches, so we can weave across the two. So now we're going to do the same weave as we did before. 3 wraps around both wires. We'll pull them together a little bit. And then 3 wraps around the bottom wire. And we'll repeat this weave 10 times. So I've done 10 repeats. So now take your weave and bending it towards the bottom. I'm going to bend it around. So we've got this shape. And then separate the wires out a little. And now we're going to do a figure of 8 weave across these 2 wires. So we go straight over the top wire, and we go around that wire 3 times, then we come straight over the bottom wire, and we go around that wire 3 times, then we keep repeating that, go over the top wire, wrap around it 3 times, over the bottom wire. So keep pushing your weave together as you go and try not to pull these together, these wires. You want to keep a nice even gap in those. As we do this weave, we need to shape the wires to come around. But then keep repeating this weave for another few repeats. So as you get to this stage, so I've gone about halfway down, we need to keep bending this wire to follow the shape of the weave, and this one comes around in a bigger scoop like that. And as we go around this larger bend, we have to add more wraps to the outer side so that it reaches around. So still keep pressing your weave together. As you get to this point, go over the top wire. Now we've got to go around it 5 times. So that's 3, 4, 5. And come over the middle wire, then go around the wire again, and then go back to the outer wire and do another 5 repeats on that. I mean 5 winds on that. And we come back over to the middle wire. So now we've got only 2 wraps around the middle wire and 5 wraps around the outer wire. And we're going to repeat that just to get around this curve. So you need to do about that many. So we've come to the bottom of the original weave. And when you get to this part, we're just going to add a few more coils on there just to hold that in place for now. So take this weaving wire, leave just a short length on there, cut that, we need to do this to the other one going the other way. So this is the other one. So now we're going to be working on this left hand side over these 2 wires. Attach your weaving wire to the top wire. We need to add as many coils as it takes to get to here, so then we can weave across the 2 wires. So then when you get to here, you're going to go around both wires. You will pull them together a little bit. And then 3 times around that top wire. And we're going to repeat that 10 times. So that's my 10 repeats. Need to just cut that weaving wire. Now we're going to bend this weave over this way, so it's the opposite of the other one. Trying to get it to stand up straight, trying to get it to look like the other one. My scoop is never as good when I go this way. I always like going the other way. Anyway, so now we're going to open those wires out. That's my dog moaning. And we're going to do the figure of 8 weave that we did before. So we come over the bottom wire and around 3 times. Over the top wire and around that 3 times. And we repeat that until we get about halfway down. Try not to pull your wires together as you go, but keep compressing your weave together to keep it tidy. So now we need to shape this wire. Come around, follow the weave. And this one has to do a larger scoop. I think I might have done too many weave repeats. So now we need to continue with the 5 wraps around this side and 2 wraps around the inner side until we're level with the bottom of the piece there. So I've done my repeats of the 5 weaves around the outside and the wraps and the 2 wraps around the inside. Finished off with 5 wraps on the inside. I'll try to get it to match the other one. So now I can cut this weaving wire, leaving a little bit on there so we can attach it. So now I've gone back to the first one. We're going to finish off these top 2 wires. So take the inner wire and bend it back like this. And then we're going to scoop it around. We want it to follow the shape, like that. And we're going to do the same with the next one. So pull that back a little bit and carefully scoop that one around too. The power wire is a lot tougher than what I'm used to working with. So we've got this shape with our 2 wires coming in. Now the bottom wire, the outer one that we've just done last, you want to pop a little bead on that one. And then these 2 wires, I'm going to take them underneath the weave that we just did. So I'm going to bend them back a little bit. To make sure your bead doesn't jump out of place. Pull them around where we want them to sit. When you're happy you've got them in the right place, press down on the front firmly and bend them around to the back. And we'll do that for the other one. Take the first wire, bend it back and scoop it around. Get the shape nice. Take the second wire, bend it back up straight. Curve it around, give it the shape how you want it to sit. Pop a bead onto the outer wire. And then you need to take those 2 wires behind the weave, the figure of 8 weave wires, pull it in place where you want it to be. When you're happy with the shape, bend them around, pressing firmly onto the front, bend them around to the back. So we've got one going one way and one going the other. We need to lose these 2 wires really. I'm going to cut them off quite short. And then just gently squeeze them into place. So now we're going to shape the bottom part. You have to be careful when you're handling this weave, because if you pull your wires together you're going to crumple it and you'll end up with all wiggly. What we're going to do is we're going to push this to the back, and this wire is going to come up through the back of the weave, but you don't want to push your wires together. The idea is that you push it to the back and you bend it over the weave so you don't squash it together, and then take that wire, post it around and through the weave. So making sure you push your weave to the back, then it doesn't get squashed. Like that. And you pull that wire around the front of the weave like that. Join these 2 wires together, but I've decided against it. Instead I'm going to take this weaving wire, wrap it around the weave at the back a couple of times. And then I'm going to go behind that wire. I've just secured it to the weave. I'll go around that wire a few times. Cut it short. I'm going to cut this wire short as well. I'm going to curl this wire around those pliers. Wire again. I'm just going to post it around the wire, the weave, just to keep it in place. I'm going to cut this wire short, and I'm going to curl it around as well, the same way as this one. With around those pliers, just grab the tip gives it a bit of extra strength, wrapping it around the weave again. So we're almost finished. We just need to do this with the other one. So first we need to cut these wires nice and short. Press them flat. Then I'm going to attach this wire down to the weave. Go around the wire and the weave a couple of times. Then come up underneath the wire. Go around the wire a few times. Cut that weaving wire. Cut that wire. And then this weave has to go to the back. And we send this wire around the back and up through the weave. Taking care not to crumple that lovely weave that we've done, we'll just push it to the back. And when it's in place, bend it out to the side. And then go around that side again. Around the weave again to secure the wire. I'm going to curl that up out the way, so I can wrap the other wire around properly. And grab the tip. Oops. Then I'm going to cut off this wire about there. And curl that one around the same direction as the other one. And we've nearly finished. Now we just need to attach the ear wires. So there we have it, finished. I added the big jump ring around the weave, then I had to add another little jump ring just so that the ear wire was straight in the right position. And as with all my designs, you can change a few things if you like to make it your own. You could bring these wires down and add more curls on this side. I know it's very small. You could bring these wires around and add more curls down this side or add to the weave. There are a few little things you could do with it. You could put a bead in the centre, a larger one. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. I haven't confused you too much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video.